Have you ever noticed that sometimes you know the English words, you understand the grammar, but when it's time to speak, your mind suddenly becomes slow? You want to say something simple, but your thoughts get stuck. You begin translating in your head. You search for the perfect sentence. You worry about mistakes. And before you speak, the moment disappears. This happens to many English learners. But today, I want to show you something important. The biggest problem is often not your English level. The real problem is hesitation. Too much thinking, too much waiting. Real fluency begins when you stop trying to sound perfect and start allowing yourself to speak freely. Many learners believe they need better grammar before they can speak confidently. Others think they need more vocabulary. Of course, these things matter, but they are not the first step. The first step is training your brain to speak without fear. Think about your native language for a moment. When you talk to friends or family, you do not build every sentence slowly in your mind. You do not stop to check grammar rules. You simply speak. Your thoughts and words move together naturally. That same feeling is possible in English too. But right now, your brain may have a different habit. It wants to avoid mistakes. It wants every sentence to sound correct. So before speaking, it pauses again and again, and those pauses destroy your confidence. This is why many learners stay quiet even when they know enough English to communicate. So, starting today, change your focus. Do not focus on perfect English. Focus on active English. If you want to say something, begin speaking immediately, even if the sentence is short, even if the grammar is incomplete, even if you feel unsure. Because speaking creates improvement. Silence creates fear. Imagine you want to say, "I want to improve my English." Many learners freeze because they try to create the perfect sentence first. But instead of waiting, simply begin. I want improve English. Maybe it is not perfect. That's okay. You're communicating. You're training your speaking ability. And little by little, your brain starts becoming faster. That's how fluency grows. Now let's talk about another mistake many learners make. They try to speak in long, complicated sentences too early. They believe fluent English must sound advanced all the time, so they put pressure on themselves to use difficult vocabulary or complex grammar. But this pressure makes speaking harder. Simple English is powerful English. A person who speaks clearly with short sentences can communicate much better than someone who knows difficult grammar but stays silent. Children are a great example. They begin with small sentences. I am tired. I want water. I like this. Simple, clear, natural. And because they are not afraid, they improve quickly. You can use the same method. Instead of trying to say everything in one long sentence, break your ideas into smaller parts. For example, instead of saying, "Today I felt very exhausted because I had many responsibilities and a lot of work to complete," you can simply say, "I am tired today. I worked a lot. I need rest." Short sentences are easier for your brain. They help your speaking flow naturally. And here's something important. Many small sentences together can still express a strong idea. That's how real conversations often work. Now, let's move to something many learners forget. Speaking is not only mental, it is also physical. Your mouth needs practice. Some people spend years studying grammar, reading books, and watching videos. They understand English very well, but when they open their mouth to speak, everything feels difficult. Why? Because understanding English and speaking English are different skills. Your brain may know the words, but your mouth must learn how to produce them comfortably. Think about learning to drive a car. You cannot become a good driver only by reading instructions. At some point, you must actually drive. English speaking works the same way. You must train your voice daily. Even alone, speak your thoughts out loud. Describe your actions. Talk about your day. For example, I am sitting at home. I feel a little sleepy. I want to improve my English. These sentences are simple, but I am practicing. This kind of practice may feel strange at first. That's normal. Every new habit feels uncomfortable in the beginning. But after some time, your mouth becomes more relaxed. Your pronunciation improves. Your confidence becomes stronger. Another powerful method is repeating after native speakers. Listen to short English sentences and repeat them immediately. Copy the rhythm, copy the pronunciation, copy the speed. This helps your brain and mouth work together. And remember, your goal is not perfection. Your goal is comfort. When speaking English starts feeling comfortable, fluency begins naturally. Now let's talk about something that stops many learners from improving: fear of mistakes. A lot of people stay silent because they think, what if I say something wrong? What if people laugh? What if my grammar is bad? But mistakes are not proof that you are failing. Mistakes are proof that you are learning. Every fluent speaker made thousands of mistakes while improving. The difference is simple. They continued speaking anyway. A child does not stop speaking after making a mistake. A child keeps trying, and because of that, the child improves naturally. You need the same mindset. If you make a mistake, continue talking. Do not panic. Do not suddenly become silent. Keep your conversation moving, because confidence does not come before action. Confidence comes after repeated action.
Now, let's focus on another skill that can completely change your English speaking speed. You must learn to respond quickly. In real conversations, people do not wait while you build the perfect answer in your head. Conversations move fast. Someone asks a question, someone shares an idea, someone tells a story, and naturally, people react immediately. But many English learners freeze in those moments. A simple question comes, and suddenly the mind becomes crowded with thoughts. What grammar should I use? What if I choose the wrong word? Should I say it differently? And because of this mental pressure, the answer never comes out smoothly. Why fast responses are so important. Fluency is not only about knowing English, it is about using English without long delays. For example, imagine someone asks, "How are you?" You do not need to search for the perfect answer. Just respond naturally. "I'm good. I'm fine. I'm a little tired." Simple answers are enough. The goal is communication, not performance. The same thing happens with many daily questions. What are you doing? I'm studying. I'm resting. I'm practicing English. Quick, clear, natural. When you answer quickly, your brain slowly stops depending on translation. It starts learning how to react directly in English, and that changes everything. At first, your answers may feel very short. That is completely normal. Short answers help build speaking speed. Later, your sentences will naturally become longer. For example, first, I like music. Then later, I like music because it helps me relax. And after more practice, I like music because it helps me relax after a busy day. This growth happens naturally when you keep speaking consistently. Now here is something very important. Do not wait for the perfect sentence. Say the first simple sentence that comes to your mind. That habit alone can make your speaking much smoother. Some learners think fast speaking means careless speaking, but that is not true. Fast speaking means trusting yourself enough to begin. And once you begin, your brain usually helps you continue. A great way to practice this is by asking yourself simple questions every day. What did I do today? What do I want right now? How do I feel? Then answer immediately. I worked today. I feel calm. I want coffee.
Do not give yourself too much time to think. Train your reactions. You can even use a small rule for practice. Answer within 3 seconds. This teaches your brain to stay active instead of frozen, and over time, speaking starts feeling more natural. Now, let's move to another important idea: flow. Many learners can start speaking, but they cannot continue speaking smoothly. They begin a sentence, then stop, then think, then restart, and every pause damages their confidence. But fluency is not about speaking perfect sentences. Fluency is about continuing. Even if your grammar is not perfect, even if you repeat words sometimes, even if your sentence feels simple, keep going. Imagine saying, I want to, I think. This kind of stopping breaks your rhythm. Instead, continue with whatever words you know. I want to improve my English. I practice every day. I feel better now. Notice the difference? The second example flows naturally because the speaker keeps moving forward. This is very important because your brain actually works better while you continue speaking. When you stop too often, your brain becomes tense, but when you keep talking, your brain relaxes and starts producing ideas more easily. So if you forget a word, do not panic. Use another word. Explain the idea differently. For example, maybe you forget the word umbrella. You can still communicate, the thing we use when it rains. Communication matters more than perfect vocabulary. And here's a useful trick. Use linking words. Words like and, because, so, then. These words help your speaking continue naturally. For example, I woke up early and I drank coffee and then I started working. Maybe the sentence is simple, but it keeps flowing, and flow creates confidence. Now let's talk about thinking in English. This is one of the biggest steps towards real fluency. Most learners still depend on translation. They first create ideas in their own language, then they convert those ideas into English. That process is slow and stressful. Real fluency begins when your thoughts start forming directly in English. This does not mean using difficult vocabulary. It means using simple English naturally inside your mind. For example, when you feel hungry, don't think in your native language first. Train yourself to think, I want food. I'm hungry. This looks good. Small thoughts, simple thoughts, direct thoughts. That's how your brain slowly changes. At first, this may feel difficult because your brain has used your native language for many years. But with daily practice, English thinking becomes easier. And once you stop translating constantly, your speaking speed improves naturally. One helpful method is this. Do not prepare full sentences before speaking. Start with one small idea and continue naturally. For example, I think. Then continue, I think this is helpful. I think I can improve. I think practice is important. You're building thoughts directly in English while speaking. That's exactly what fluent speakers do. And remember something important. You do not need advanced English to become fluent. You need active English. Simple English used every day is far more powerful than complicated English used only sometimes.
Now, there is one final mindset that can completely change the way you learn English. Stop treating English like a school subject. Start treating it like a real part of your daily life. Many learners only study English during study time. They open a book, watch a lesson, memorize vocabulary, and then close everything again. After that, they return completely to their native language. Because of this, English stays distant from their real life. But fluent speakers build a connection with the language every day, not only through studying, through living. You can start doing this in very simple ways. When you wake up in the morning, describe your actions in English. I'm getting up. I need water. I feel sleepy today. While eating, think in English. This tastes good. I'm very hungry. This is too hot. While walking outside, describe what you see. The weather is nice. There are many people here.
I hear music. These small moments matter more than many learners realize. Why? Because they train your brain to stay inside English naturally. And the more often your brain enters English mode, the easier speaking becomes. Now, let's talk about another important truth. You do not need perfect conditions to practice. Many learners keep waiting. They think, I will speak when my grammar improves. I will speak when I know more vocabulary. I will speak when I feel confident. But confidence is built through practice, not before practice. If you wait until everything feels perfect, you may wait forever. The best time to start speaking is now, even with limited vocabulary, even with mistakes, even with fear. Because action changes your brain. Every time you speak, you teach yourself something powerful. I can communicate. And little by little, that belief grows stronger. Another mistake many learners make is comparing themselves too much to others. They watch fluent speakers online and think, my English is bad. I speak too slowly. I will never sound natural. But remember this carefully. Every fluent speaker was once a beginner too. Nobody starts perfectly. The people who improve are not always the smartest people. Usually, they're simply the people who continue practicing consistently. A person who speaks simple English every day will improve faster than someone who studies complicated grammar once a week but never speaks. Consistency is stronger than perfection. Even 10 minutes of daily speaking practice can create real change over time. And please remember this, progress in speaking is often invisible in the beginning. Sometimes you feel like nothing is changing, but your brain is still learning, your mouth is still adapting, your confidence is still growing quietly in the background. Then, one day, something surprising happens. You answer a question faster, you speak without translating, you continue talking without freezing, and suddenly you realize, I'm improving. That moment feels powerful because it shows your hard work is working. So be patient with yourself. Learning to speak fluently is not about becoming perfect overnight. It is about building small habits again and again until speaking becomes natural. Speak daily. Think simply. Respond quickly. Continue with mistakes. Trust the process. And most importantly, trust yourself. You already have the ability to improve. You already know more English than you think. Now your job is to use it. Not tomorrow, not someday, today. Even if your voice shakes, even if your grammar is not perfect, even if your sentences are small. Because every sentence you speak is building your future fluency. Before you leave, take a quiet moment and ask yourself one honest question. Will I continue hiding behind fear, or will I finally allow myself to grow? The answer to that question can change your entire journey. If this message helped you today, keep practicing, keep believing in your progress, and keep giving yourself permission to speak even before you feel ready. There are many learners around the world who feel exactly like you, nervous, silent, unsure. But step by step, those learners can become confident speakers too, and so can you. Thank you for spending this time learning with me. I hope this video gave you not only motivation, but also a clearer path forward. Keep practicing, keep speaking, and keep moving one step at a time. I'll see you again in the next video.